As one of your musical rabbis, even to me, it seems a little odd that I don't like talking about my own music very often. In fact, I don't really like singing my own music very often. Really, not because I don't like it, but really truly because there's so much wonderful music out there, and I think to myself, who am I? Right? Let's show you everything that's out there. And you know what? If we bring a couple of Rabbi Zive stuff in there, you can hear a little bit about it. So I'm humbled that each of you are here tonight and watching virtually as well, because this is one of the rare times where I get to talk about the melodies and my inspiration and really where it all came from. Because it came from up here, but it also came from here. And we're going to talk a lot about this tonight. Because one of the things I was telling Rabbi Steinberg just earlier is that when I wrote these melodies, most of them were written 10 plus years ago, right? And I toured around to different congregations and different hillels and different camps and did all kinds of touring around with my band. And it was fun, and we introduced music, and it was a great time. But if you think about it, think of who you were 10 years ago. Think of who you were 20 years ago. We're so different. Some of us are the same, but the essence of ourselves are the same, but perhaps we're different. I am so different. I was 20 years old when I wrote that Micha Mocha. My life has really changed, and the meaning behind so many of these melodies have shifted. So the reason I wrote them and what inspired me to write them has changed as I've grown and developed. So you're going to hear a little bit of the original, but a lot more of the today. And hopefully you'll understand where we're at. So the first song that I want to write about is called Angel. We're not going to talk about Trout and Otani tonight. Many of you know me, so you know I almost talk about that, but I'm actually not. In the 16th and 17th century, the text of the word of the liturgy that we say on Shabbat, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, right? Messengers, O Most High. And Malach in Hebrew is angel or messenger. And so, according to the Talmud and according to Kabbalah, mysticism as well, we chant these words of Shalom Aleichem and talk about angels because as we go to and from temple, there are angels that are supposed to escort you to and from your home, to the synagogue and back home. Didn't know Judaism actually believed in angels, but they do. There's one that represents the goodness that is in our lives, and then the Yetzer Hara, the challenging part of our lives. I don't want to say evil, but the challenging part of our lives. And so when we go to temple, and then when we come back, and the Shabbat table is set and it's ready to go, everybody must accept it, and Shabbat's going to go beautifully. But if it's not, there will be some challenges ahead. It's a really interesting concept. And so this song was inspired by my maternal grandfather. He was my very best friend in my life. I talked to him every single day. We argued about things. We laughed about things. He really taught me the ways of life up until I was around 20, 21, 22 years old when he passed away suddenly. And so I was really missing him. I was missing that guide that got me from point A to point B. That person who is going to be able to tell me, you know what, Brian, this is a good thing you need to do. Or maybe this is not your brightest idea. And believe me, in my early 20s, I had some not so bright ideas, as many of us did. And so, without my grandfather, I wondered, what am I going to do? How am I going to get from point A to point B? And so I thought about that angel that is supposed to accompany you from point A to point B on Shabbat and then back again. And that hopefully with his words and his guidance, maybe through the angels, through the malachim, especially on Shabbat, it would bring me peace. it would bring me guidance. Fast forward ahead to my year in Israel during rabbinical school. And even more when the streets of Jerusalem are completely shut down and you see families and people of all ages walking to and from temple, and you see families eating Shabbat dinner in joy, and so many people just inviting you into their homes to have a piece of challah, to see the light. That was what it was about. So this song, the English chorus, represents a conversation that I have with Hamalach Shali, my angel, my messenger. May peace be with you. That's what he says to me. May the angels bless you from above. That's what I say back to him. He says back to me, may you have love and strength every day of your life. And then I say back, always, for my everlasting soul, O angel of mine. This is Angel in memory of my grandfather, Zichrono Livracha. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharetz, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boechem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. May peace be with you. May the angels bless you from above. May you have the love and the strength to be alive for my everlasting soul.